Welcome to Carowinds. We are today riding as many rides as we possibly can here at Carowinds on a much busier day. You can see the crowd behind me. So today's going to be a bit more of a challenge. We're going to try to be strategic. I'm going to come at you with tips and tricks that I've learned for the last 2 days here at Carowinds that have been very lowly attended. But I'm still trying to come at you with the best tips and tricks I possibly can today. So we're going to talk about it. I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Let's go. Well, somehow in the delirium of last night, my alarm clock got set for 8:40. Well, actually for 8:55. It's 8:40 right now, and the park opens at 10 o'clock. So waking up at 9 o'clock was a bad idea. But I can go grab all my stuff right now. We're going to go have breakfast, get dressed. Not in that order necessarily. And then we can still get to the park a little bit early. All right, guys. Today is going to be cold, and it is also going to be a long day, which is good. I'm also anticipating this being more of like a challenge kind of a situation for me today, because I think there will be a lot more people at the parks today. Really, they're basically on spring break right now. I'm anticipating larger crowds. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe everybody bought their tickets for, Wednesday and Thursday, not for today. But I don't know. So I'm anticipating that I will need to do a little bit more strategy and trying to really hit every ride in a good, timely time. So we're going to try that out, but first, time for a shower and then time for breakfast. Let's see what's on the menu for today. Okay, maybe like a breakfast sandwich. Here's hoping there's bacon. Sausage. That's okay. I'll live with that. I love these sausages. They're so good yesterday. And some eggs. And we are off. Let's go. I see them testing the rides. There's that beautiful skyline. There are a lot more cars turning around and going right into the parking lot this morning. It is 9:42 right now, and in 18 minutes I should definitely be able to make it to the park. I will take this time right now to talk about really fast Patreon. Patreon is a great place to come support what I do coming to theme parks and showing you guys around, showing you what tips and tricks help the most for your trips. If you would like to support me in that, please press the link at the end of this video, or there's also always a link down in the description. You also can give a one-time donation to help out with travel costs and all that kind of stuff at buymeacoffee.com. No lineup. Well, I guess a very small lineup at the gates. Now, someone asked me to check how long it takes to walk from Springhill down to the front of the park. I was planning on doing that this morning, but I woke up a little bit late. So we'll plan to do it either this afternoon or evening. Definitely more people today at Park Open than there was on Thursday. Now, my first tip for you is the same as it is for every single park. Arrive at park opening. You definitely want a rope drop when you come into any park, from Disney World to Carowinds to Cedar Point. It looks like actually security has already let people in, and now it's time to get in to wait for the rope drop, which looks to be possibly a decently long line. Oh wow, it's 9:52 and they already let people in. Last time they stopped people right down here at this line. I mean, it did say 10 o'clock today. So because it is a busier day, they don't have the line at the back like they had just a couple days ago. Instead, they have lines open, but not open. So the park is open, but the lines are not. Now, if I have seen anything from Intimidator though, it is that Intimidator eats people up real fast. I can get in and get out without much issue. Now comes my critical thinking skills time. I have to think. I kind of want to say I want to do the mousetrap, but if Ricochet does not have a line, then that would be perfect. But if it does, then I'm going to have to wait actually longer for that than I would normally have to wait. So we're going to walk kind of around toward the back and see what we can find. They have it roped off back here like, okay, this is different too, which also makes for less decision making that I have to do at this very moment. So they actually have it blockaded off here at the arbor. We want to get on the other side of the arbor because the arbor is where the long line is. The other side is not. Okay, this is much more of that theme park experience right here. And we're off. Future Trent here. Please press that subscribe button if you have not yet. We would love for you to join this roller coaster and roller coaster theme park loving family. I imagine the majority of these people are going to Fury right now. I am not, which is why I'm taking a little bit of a shortcut. Although even this shortcut might work well for Fury. Now, the only flat ride that I forgot that I wanted to ride was the carousel behind me. Now, while people go that way, I'm going this way, which tends to a much more relaxed walking time. I have the mousetrap ride that I'm going to try to get on before it ends up getting a big line. Oh, right here, Ricochet. I just didn't know where it was. If it's open, oh no. Yeah, it looks like it's opened. We'll hop on this real fast because this will get the longest line. Okay, it's not open. So, okay. Rerouting. Where do I go? I'm going back to Copperhead Strike instead. Once again, that should have several cars running. Should be a pretty easy one for me to hit. I'm not sure that I went the right direction to get to Copperhead Strike, but that's the one I'm gonna do. Like I have said before, and I'm sure I will say it again, your first line is very important. You need to get into something fairly quickly so that you get it done and you have a low wait time for it. And then hopefully you can move on to another thing, have maybe a 15-minute wait there also. Now, I don't know the way this park is going to react. Obviously there are higher crowds than there were yesterday, but I'm still not sure that they are just massive. We may still be in for low wait times, but I'm bound and determined to try to do as much as I possibly can here at Carowinds today, including doing a makeup on the carousel because I forgot about it. Yeah, so it looks like Copperhead Strike might be one of those rides that's kind of like Millennium Force. It's the afterthought. It's the one that people don't go to right away because I don't just see tons of people running to it right now. And that's a good thing. As a matter of fact, I don't know that I see a line for it like at all, which, you know what? That is completely fine by me. And the weird thing is, it's actually getting hot. This sweater might need to be wrapped around my waist today. Yep, there are people on it, but only like 3 people. Why are there so many people waiting outside of Copperhead Strike? Did I get here for extra park hours and not realize it? I'm like super confused right now. Why were there like 10 people out there just waiting? So confusing. Unless it's broken down, which I see people leaving right now. Oh, I didn't notice this last time. Barkley. So, okay, yeah, no line. And I have no idea why people were waiting outside or why that group of people just left. But you know what? It's fewer people for me to contend with, so I'm okay with that. Someone's having fun. They do have drinking fountains here and a bottle filler. It's definitely worthwhile.
You guys are speechless at this time. Please unlock your seatbelt. You're live. Right, hold on tight and enjoy your launches on Copperhead Strike.
They say I got
This is cool, and everybody just walks right past it. All right, that is such a great ride. A little bit scary just because it hangs you, but it's nice that it instills confidence in you right away when you're only like 6 feet off the floor. If you even fell at that point, it wouldn't be good, of course, but be a whole heck of a lot better than falling from 80 feet high rather than 10 feet high. Also cool how the harness actually goes over your shoulders, but it goes like around your shoulders. It encapsulates your entire body, which means you're not hitting your head even up against straps. There's nothing there that's gonna like hurt you a little bit or anything like that. You're also immediately given that security of, okay, I've already tested this out. I'm not just gonna fall out. And now it is time to go back to Mousetrap, because I think that will be the ride that will get the longest lines, that will be the most miserable, considering that even on our day with no lines, it had lines. The entire experience of Copperhead took me about 10 minutes at the very most before I was done with the ride. Right now, I think it is 10:22. Not difficult. It did take me 10 minutes to walk all the way to the back of the park. Today will be a mixture of a lot of things. I could ride every single ride, but I don't know that I want to. So there may be times when I substitute another ride for a ride that I would not have wanted to ride. All right, and Ricochet is open now. Line starts now. The problem with Ricochet is not that it doesn't have enough cars, it's that it is very slow loading. So it is kind of constantly moving, although at this point it's not, because all the cars are being used up. Part of the problem with Ricochet is that it takes so long to get out of Ricochet because you always have to wait for at least another car. So low-key, that ride actually might terrify me more than like Fury or Intimidator in any way. Going around those like sharp turns, every time I think, oh my word, we're gonna fall out, it's 10:43 and we are going to go check out Fury. I got onto Ricochet at 10:22. So that means for the entire wait and for the ride itself, it took 20 minutes. So I'm gonna say it was probably about like an 18-minute, maybe 17-minute line, which isn't terrible. It's just, it's not that great either. It doesn't look huge, but I'm not sure if it'll get lower later. That's the thing. Fury is down, and if you know me and you know my videos, I do not wait for rides that are down. We will come back later, but right now we're gonna do the Hurler. It doesn't even look like it has a full car. So perfect. One more ride we can get out of the way. This will be ride number 3. I loved this ride last time, but last time I felt sick on it because I already was feeling sick. So hopefully today it'll be a little bit different and I won't feel sick while I'm riding it. Now another tip for you. If bigger rides are not available, hit the small ones, because even small rides will get long lines later on in the day at most theme parks, especially when the crowds are up. Guys, that was so much fun. Oh my word. It is such a fast ride. That is truly the definition of screaming fast. Like, there are times when you go through and you hear the wheels hitting against the metal so hard that it is actually screaming. That being said, I did get that like shaken up thing where I had a headache. Like, it definitely shook me and definitely gave me a headache with that. So that's something to keep in mind about it, but still a great ride. I did hear from someone yesterday that this may be getting the RMC treatment for 2023. I don't know if that's true or not. Probably would be a cool candidate for that. But I certainly don't hate this, and it's a lot easier than Mean Streak used to be. I entered that queue at 10:47. It is now 10:58, which means that was at most a 10-minute wait. It is up. Oh, and the line is a lot shorter already. You know what? Right now is the time for me to grab lunch so that I'm not waiting in massive lines for lunch. So instead, we're gonna make our way back. I think right now Fury 325 has a longer line actually, because people were clearly sitting in line waiting and even adding to the line. Now, I'm not sure that Fury 325 will go down in numbers. We're gonna have to see, but it will be a good experiment. And either way, regardless of what happens, I can hit other rides that have shorter lines a lot faster. Well, I don't think I made a bad decision with Ricochet, but Ricochet still doesn't have a big line. Chickies and Pete's, if it's open, should have just opened. I don't know if they have a rooftop area on this to eat, but that would be really cool on that boathouse. Well, I definitely smell Chickies and Pete's. This is very different from Cedar Point's version. You can actually get a draft beer here though. I am not going to do that at 11 o'clock though, but you could. Their menu here is definitely different. I can't get the Chickie's wings here. So instead, I'll get the Caesar salad. This is definitely more of a fast food kind of a feel. Go there and order. They'll give it to you here, and then make sure that you grab your receipt. So they'll give the number, and that's the way that they know what you ordered. All right, and the plasticware. They were out of forks at the other place. Uh-oh. Here they are too. Just had to refill the container. I forgot yesterday to talk about how much each individual meal has now cost me. This has now been 5 meals, so we're gonna have to check that out and see how much that would be. Right now though, I have a Caesar salad. I love it when they have the big pieces of Parmesan cheese on the Caesar salad. It's a very simple salad. I don't know that it would be worth it if I wasn't on the meal plan, but since I'm on the meal plan, I really don't care as long as it fills me up a little bit, and especially now, as long as it's fairly healthy. So at this point, this meal cost me $34.96, but it'll be a lot less than that. I mean, it's already jumping down like crazy with every meal that I have. The cool thing with the Platinum Meal Pass also is no matter where I would go, all the way throughout the winter, if I decided to go to Knott's Berry Farm even, I could continue eating off of this same meal plan. Probably not the best meal I've ever had at a theme park, but it's healthy and it's good. Thumbs up. Okay, at this point, Ricochet is definitely looking like a good decision. Next is Fury 325, which it says on the app is a 15-minute wait. So hopefully that's correct. That would give me a very quick amount of time to get to the next ride, and should be worth our time. All right, they're releasing full cars. This is looking like a pretty big line, but Fury 325, I do think has a pretty fast loading process. So I'm gonna try it. This line comes all the way out to the front of the gate. Not beyond though. But so let's try it, let's see what happens. Timing begins right now. Line goes all the way back. Not all the way to the back of the line, but there's definitely a lot of back and forths back there. Like, is this actually going to be a 15-minute wait? Because I really doubt it. Pretty sure they just opened up more of the line. Yeah, the app still says this is going to be a 15-minute wait. I don't buy that at all, and this is also quite possibly the weirdest way I've ever seen them fill up a queue. Yeah, we are already past the 10-minute mark right here. And we have all of this back and forth to do before we get into the dock. So at this point, it looks like we have about 30 minutes from this very point right now for us to get onto the loading dock. The wait times still have not changed. We have now reached the 15-minute mark for this line, and we have all of this still left to go. This line actually still gets longer, or could get longer if it needed to. All right, guys, I have a question for y'all. Is it Fury 325, or is it Fury 325, or is it Fury 325? I doubt it's 325, or does it matter at all? Tell me what you think down in the comments. It has been 35 minutes to this point. We still have quite a ways to go. I am 40 minutes later, and the wait times still have not changed on the app at all. It still says 15 minutes. It has been 45 minutes, and I'm on the landing right now. That took much longer than they said, and the app has still not changed. All right, so the only problem with that ride is that it is cold, especially on a day like today when the air is pretty cool and it is overcast. Definitely. It's a cold ride. But I can think of worse ways to spend my day. It was not open yesterday, but it is today. It looks like it might be a witch's wheel. I think it's time for some warming up. I'm gonna go try to find like a beer stand or something like that. The next time I see one, that's what I'm gonna go for. It actually says that Carolina Goldrusher is open right now. So I'm gonna go back and hit that. Or I might even hit Vortex, but Cyclone, that's it. Man, I'm having to dig deep. Vortex I do not want to do. Cyclone would be fine. Cyclone probably still would give me a headache, but it's a reasonable headache. I think it's fairly noticeable that the crowds are much bigger than they were on Thursday this week. See, okay, the app also says that the Goldrusher is open. I've looked this up twice recently, and it is not. I'm thoroughly unimpressed with the app management at this park. It's almost seeming like the app is just not even an afterthought, just not touched at all. Like I said, this ride is fun to film. It's not fun to ride. Well, we'll get back to the carousel later on today because I'm past the point of no return. I think we're gonna go ride. I keep forgetting what it's called. I just call it the aviation ride. I'm getting the Liquid Fury, which is spiced from melon liqueur, pineapple juice, and blue curacao. I don't know how to say that.
Carousel.
Carousel, thank you. I love the color. Thank you very much. So when I saw this place out yesterday, I thought, oh my word, cool. You can actually have a drink here and walk around the park. This is straight up delicious though. Oh my word, this is so good. Kyle Palo, this is a chugger. He'll never see this video. So yeah, you can't take a drink anyplace else, but you can take it inside of this building right here. So I can come in here, I can heat up a little bit, and also it adds some nice ambiance. I'm okay with this. So now the straw though, I don't know that I want to just use the straw because look at this rim, this like sugar rim on it. Ooh. Okay, never mind. It's already sweet enough, it doesn't need more. It is very sweet, it's a dangerous drink. This one is not so sweet that it's unruly for me. Like it tastes like a lot of different fruit juices, and I like fruit juice. I just am not a fan of like you know, really, really sugary stuff, which is what this sugar rim does to it. So it is a little bit frustrating though that like I have to specifically take time out of my day, sit down and take a drink here at Carowinds rather than, you know, walking around the premises, getting in a line someplace while I'm drinking, all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm looking forward to Kings Island and Cedar Point for, but it definitely makes it a lot easier when you can be busy while you drink something. Topped with a maraschino cherry? Yes, please, thank you very kindly. A salt rim would just bring out some of the other flavors a little bit more, so that I could taste, you know, more of the little bit of bitter from the alcohol and stuff like that. Along with the sweetness. I mean, I like it either way. It's nothing like those bags that Nathan and I bought last year at Cedar Point. Yeah, it looks like they have good meals here too. We might have to try to beat our score at Boo Blasters on Boo Hill. Oh my word, but look at this line. You know what? At this point, we're just doing it. Because I think everything will have a line. The problem with that drink is somehow it made everything that I own sticky. And that's why my video was not clear there too. So now it is finally clear because I just wiped off all the sticky. It has been almost 15 minutes right now getting on to Boo Blasters. Right, I'm right here in the on the landing, ready to get onto my car. I think it's going to be about an 18-minute wait. We had some fast laners join us, so let's say 20 minutes. I'm pretty sure it'll be pretty close to that. This time it's actually making noise. Hear that? Can't believe it. But they told me to put this way at the front, so I'm going to put it away now. I just wanted to show that it's making noise. All right, only 9:28. I was an amateur blaster that time, man. I actually got higher than that last time. I didn't beat my score. I think we're gonna go to the aviation ride this time. Also, maybe I can actually remember what the name of this ride is because I keep forgetting it. Oh yeah, it's not this way. It's over here. TikTok girl's right behind me. Let's check out what the times say for all of this. Not that I trust it, because I certainly don't, but we can see what it actually says. This ride is called Afterburn. That's what it's called. Not the aviation ride. Yeah, okay. So Afterburn just says open. That's all. So, how long is the line? I have no idea. Afterburn. Definitely a line. Not that terrible. Line for Afterburn at 1:46. It's 1:49 now, and we've already come a pretty decent far way. It is not quite 2 o'clock, and I have only ridden 6 rides. I'm actually a little bit surprised about that. I guess that's a little bit more than 1 ride per hour. It feels like a very low amount for the day. I guess that has to do mostly with the longer line for Fury that we had, and the drink and the meal that we got to, I guess, would have taken up quite a bit of that time too. Some sort of a kids thing for Halloween. It looks like, anyway. We got in line at 1:46. It is now 1:57. We do have to wait for a few, but for one more group of people. So it'll probably be something like 15 minutes. Right now it's about a 10-minute wait. Inside the train. Today they are putting us in our rows. The next train comes in right away. Afterburn is an excellent ride. Truly is really fun. It's very similar in style and in substance to Raptor, but it is much shorter. So that's why it moves so quickly also. Raptor is a very long ride by design. I mean, that's what the creators at the time for Cedar Point wanted it to be like. But now I think we're gonna go hit one last ride before maybe a drink. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I keep considering going back to take a nap, but I'm not sure that I want to. this is my time to do a full day here at Carowinds. But we are going to take this little pathway over here. It's time to go shoot some zombies. We might need to hit up Dodgem too. I don't think I'm going to do the Southern Star. That just doesn't sound fun to me, at least not right now. But killing zombies, I'm in the mood for killing zombies right now. That is a super fun ride and filled with a lot of intense speed from beginning to end. All right, looks like I'm making it here at just the perfect time. The way the outside of this looks reminds me very much of the Back to the Future ride at Universal Studios. We're here. I have my very stylish glasses. It smells better in here today than it did yesterday. So that was fun. I lost yet again, but I am noticing that they are much stricter today about cell phone usage. I've noticed that in both of the shooting attractions. I forgot, I was considering doing the bumper cars. So I think I'm gonna head over to Dodgem. Yeah, that should be a fine one. It looks like it just let out. So unless a whole bunch of people get in front of me, I should be able to go. I hope I'm able to get in on this round. I'm a little bit further away than I was last time. Oh no, it's not gonna happen. That one should have been mine. 12-minute wait to get on Dodgem. All right, here it is. The same car that sat empty that whole last time. Ooh. And off we go. I have not made it past this point in the park this entire day. So we're gonna go keep on working, push through, and go to another spot. Let's also see if this beer and snacks stand also has like a limitation on where you can take the beer. I'm assuming it does, but just like to look at it and see. Well, they do have beer. I see it there. But I don't see any limitation on where you can take it. Maybe you can get one. Maybe it's just hard liquor that you can't take out. All right, so the nice lady at the bar there just told me that at some places here in the park, you cannot take liquor because they don't sell liquor in North Carolina. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but different states have different rules and they always have to go by the strictest rule. So even like certain kegs can't cross state lines. So when they come in, they have to only go in a certain direction to get back to the bar. So I just got a Pilsner. Honestly, a lot of the reason why I wanted to get it was so that I could see why different things were different across the park, because right here, there isn't anything that says no liquor. But they also don't sell any liquor. But they do sell beer and they do sell wine. And beer and wine can go anywhere around the park that you want to go. So that's good to know if I'm, about to go wait for a long line, then I can get some sort of beer somewhere and I can carry that around the park with me while I go stand in line. So it's just fun, all these little details that you find out, especially in a park as unique as Carowinds that has both North Carolina and South Carolina restrictions on it. Also, I really like this beer. Intimidator is our next mark. We're headed there right now. Let's see how long of a line it actually has. A nice beer, and actually, it's really good. It's a Pilsner. It's very light and delicious. It's also really getting my head just going, which should make this line that looks to be pretty long, pretty decent. Intimidator, our last big ride of the day. We'll see how long this actually takes. Time is starting right now. If ever posed with the threat of a long line, having a nice big beer with you is always the way to do it. Just makes the line so much more enjoyable. I do like these signs here that Carowinds has. Estimated wait time from this point up to 45 minutes. But it makes me wonder why their app is less accurate than it is. Why would they not update the line when the line gets to that particular spot? Intimidator does say that it would be a 20-minute wait right now though. So we'll check out whether it really is a 20-minute wait or not. So far it's been 9 minutes and we've gotten through all of this. Okay, so there's actually less on this side than I thought there was going to be. I think this is going to end up being about a 20-minute wait. At this point, it's been 17 minutes. I mean, it may be a little bit more than 20 minutes, but it's not going to be that much more than 20 minutes. That has probably been the most accurate time posting that Carowinds has done yet today. You can't go wrong with Intimidator. It is a great ride. Definitely fun. Having a little bit of beer beforehand does not hurt the experience. The problem with that ride is that it is far too cold. Today anyway. I sat next to a very sweet lady who talked to me just a little bit on the way in, and she's here with her son, and she told me it's unseasonably cold, and I mean, I don't think that this was in the forecast. I'm definitely shivering. So we're on our way in right now. We'll get another drink and also take the chance to use the restroom for just a little bit. It is 3:41 right now, and as you can see, there's still a lot of people who are eating right now. You do have to be cashless here at Carowinds, so you would have to convert your card to this. Now, I have done a review of how to convert cash into your card for Kings Island. So if that's something that you would want to do, please press that button up above right now, or there'll also be a link down below where you can press and see what that is like in particular. It is 4 hours after the time that I've eaten, so I'm thinking I'm gonna get something to eat here, and maybe I'll get a snack at the end of the night also. I'm actually kind of thinking pizza sounds good to me. Italian Harvest. I had a nice healthy lunch. Let's eat something a little bit less healthy for dinner. Ooh, these look really good. All right, so I'm assuming these are a meal. I'm not positive, but I'm assuming. All right, I have my food, and we are going in to the bar right now to grab another drink. We haven't drank yet, so we've got to make up for it today. All right, I got the local. I'm excited to try it. It sounds like it's basically something very kind of like a light lemonade, kind of something like that. We'll try it though, see what it's actually like. She said whiskey and bourbon, so I'm up for that, definitely.
There's that.
Thank you very much. All right, so let's try the local and see what this is actually like. Also, the pizza is very good. Like, I feel like they don't have this good a pizza at Cedar Point. Oh, yeah. This is so good. This is the drink I've been looking for today. Thank you. You're welcome very much. Thank you, please, sir. I love it. It is 4:20 and I'm done with dinner. All right, so I have now done 9 items in 7 hours. That also includes spending some extra time twice to eat and also to drink and just to relax around the park. So I spent some time in the Harmony Hall just so that I could kind of relax a little bit and get some warmth. And now I'm outside again and I'm already freezing. We are on our way to the lookout tower. I don't know if it'll be warmer in there or not. It may not be. I know they kind of pump air into it. Get a nice cool view of the surrounding area. And we may even post this up live. We'll see what happens. I'm so cold, guys. I have half a mind to end the night early, or maybe to buy some sort of a heavier sweater. It's warmer. Oh my word, it feels so good. Okay, I came over here so that I could be just completely unhinged. All right, well, the sun came back out all of a sudden. That's awesome. And we do have a band. So let's check them out. Put on a little dilly, sitting on a fence. What you doing? I see it all too clear. I only taste the savory when I kiss away your tears. as I love that, it is cold. And I need to find something warm to wear if I'm gonna watch something like that. The thing is, I don't think they have anything that they're selling that's warm. I keep looking for it, but I'm not seeing it. Yep, still not finding anything warm. But I haven't ridden the carousel yet, so that's where we're headed right now.
We also ask that you not ride the horses backwards. Thank you for your cooperation.
Now, once I ride the Grand Carousel, then I will have ridden every ride here that I wanted to ride. So, we're going to check out the Grand Carousel, and then we're going to head back to the hotel because there's no way I'm going to make it through tonight without wearing something a little bit warmer. I love these little ponies. I think those are so cute. While I was on that, it started raining. So I think that's a clear signal that it's time for me to go home. That is now 13 rides or shows that I have done throughout the day today. Not to mention 3 times to go get a drink, and then also 2 restaurant experiences and 2, maybe 3 themed lands, which I think is definitely good. We will be back because we will do more this evening. At least, I mean, unless it, if it really pours or something, we may not be back. But I've definitely got to go layer up at home. And I may also get a nice little evening nap in before I come back and do a little bit more this evening. It is 5:31 right now. So that should give me plenty of time to do what I need to do. Looks like the band stopped playing when it started raining. All right, so we are going to Springhill Suites first. We're gonna see how long it takes. So let's start the clock right now. The clock started at 5:33. I'm gonna take a leisurely pace, but not too slow either. And we're gonna try to get out there as fast as we can. Let's see how long it takes. Still have to keep going. So I'm inside the Marriott or Springhill Suites. It took me 9 minutes to walk to Springhill Suites from the park, from Carowinds. So pretty decent. That's not too bad at all. I'm not sure if they normally would sell alcohol like at the bar there, or if that's really just something. There was like a whole group of people hanging out in the courtyard. They're still there. And it may be like a special event that they had where they brought in a bartender. So the drive that we saw, or that I saw the other night, does take you down here. And then there are these, it's a tree-laned road, and there are these signs with Carowinds on them. So today would not be so bad if it was not windy. I'd probably be fine, but the wind I mean, it like takes your breath away. The last time I was riding Intimidator, it was like each time, it's just, it zaps some of the fun out of it because it makes it kind of actually draining on you. We're gonna go back to the hotel. We're gonna get something as warm as I possibly can muster on. And then, well, before that, we're probably gonna take a little bit of a nap because I'm feeling real tired. I've gone home every day at 6 o'clock. Guess what time it is right now? 6 o'clock. So it makes sense that I'm tired. All right, guys, I'm on my way back into the park now. And I have a t-shirt on, and then I have my collared shirt on, and then I have my my hoodie on. It's really cold outside. I turned the air up to 73, but I'm not sure if the hotel has the heat on or not. Oh, there we go. Okay. Is it warm air? That's the first time I've heard it come through, so. Huh? It's starting to get warm. All right, so so I have about 2 hours left at the park for today. Now tomorrow I will go back, but not before I hire an Uber and get myself ready to go for the day. Have everything packed in. That's what I'll do tonight when I get back. Now for our last little bit here at the park, we are maybe gonna look for a bit of a snack because I've used up both my credits now, and I think I could definitely use something for a snack. And then we're maybe gonna ride, well, I'd like to ride the Scrambler one more time because we've ridden pretty much everything that I really enjoyed. We might have to do a nighttime we might have to do a nighttime lookout tower too, for the Skytower. I think it must be a mark of being old that the Skytower becomes the thing that you want to do more than anything else. Also, I have been putting some things on Instagram, just little clips and short bonus content. If you are interested in that bonus content, or just keeping up with me on my own life, because it's not just bonus content, it's all about the parks, it's also bonus content about me, definitely go to Instagram and go to Not Your Normal G1 and you'll find me there. It is cold. I'm shivering. This is bad. But it looks like today the traffic went out, parked up to 19, it looks like. Really, I only have one more layer on, but that one more layer does help quite a bit. I think it helps to shield my arms a little bit. Tomorrow morning we'll have to hit both the big rides that I've really loved. Oh, it's actually quite a bit further. Okay, so I thought it was only one section, but there is 13. That's where it was to yesterday. So you have 16 that was filled up. You have 19 that was pretty clearly filled up also. One giant tip that I know I can give you is plan to come in the spring. If you have the option of coming during spring break or early springtime here, I mean, you can go see some of the other parks after you've come to see Carowinds. If you plan your vacation in you know, April, then that's kind of a win, I would say. The speed, the absolute speed. Just look at that. The speed is what separates the men from the boys on that on that coaster. It is just crazy. Right, this feels like Thursday again to me. I think a lot of people have left. I've heard I need to do a night ride on Fury. And I'd kind of like to, but it is so damn cold, guys. I'm not entirely sure what makes the State Line celebration something different or something exciting. Kind of just seems like a normal day, but with maybe a little bit more chairs. I don't know. All right, guys, I know you're all gonna yell at me in the comments if I don't do a night ride on Fury, so I'm gonna try. You can still yell at me in the comments though, because I want you to engage with the algorithm, so pretend to be mad at me anyway. The more you talk to me down in the comments, the better these videos do, and the more people see stuff about Carowinds, Cedar Point, Kings Island, some of our favorite places. It will be fun to see this place at night. Scrambler doesn't have much of a line, although it looks like they just were let in. I'm gonna go get in line here though, for one quick ride. All right, so I did get on for the very first one. So that Scrambler really gets moving fast. That thing is crazy. It is one that I think is, it's definitely fun to do. But I do think that a lot of people don't know this quick trick for how not to get sick on the Scrambler. Just watch whatever you're coming toward next. So if you're spinning, as you spin and you go that way, and as you're watching, just go straight toward the alligator alley sign. And then turn your head again and go straight toward the pole. Just whatever you lock eyes on, just look at that until it gets out of reach from your eyesight. If you do that, you won't get sick. Otherwise, I'm very prone to motion sickness. I don't know if it's open now. Hey! Yes.
Get us in there.
Yeah, you're in it right now.
Hey, Go Stream, South Dakota by Jonah Arcade right now. Go Stream, Trying to Kill by Jay Edgar. What's your channel?
Those guys were funny. When's it gonna be up? When's it gonna be up? Probably a week. It's probably not. It's probably gonna take a while. I've got a lot of videos to edit right now. I think it's open. Goldrusher is open. Oh no, guys. Okay. You know what I just realized I forgot? I haven't gone back to Fury yet. Some of y'all are gonna be mad. All right, we're gonna hit the Goldrusher real fast and then maybe we'll go down to Fury right after that. I might get this one all to myself. This will be ride number 15 for me today. All right, so I forgot to go to Fury. So Fury is where we shall go now. So let's see what this night ride is all about. I don't know that you can always say that Ricochet is going to have a good line at night, but it does right now. I have a feeling that has more to do with the cold than it has to do with the time of night. I very much anticipate finding some incredible wait times here tonight because it is so cold. It rained for a little while today, and I have a feeling most families and just most people, even including myself, would have wanted to have left at some point today. So I know this is a detail most people wouldn't care about, but I love the floors. If you look at the ground here, there was some detail work put into this, because obviously these are pretty much the same level. It's just supposed to look like you are on a street, and I love that. I'm a sucker for theming. Don't at me. The wasp has lasers shooting out of its eyes. Is it watching me? I think it might be. All right, let's see what the wait time actually says online now here also. substantially smaller than it was earlier, but it still looks to be a decent size. All right, on the app it says 20 minutes. That might be reasonable. I'm not sure. Based on what I've seen earlier today, and based on what this line looks like now, I'm gonna say it's a little bit, maybe 25 minutes instead of 20. I don't know if I'm just super cold, so my body's gone numb, or what, but I actually feel somewhat warm right now. It has been 20 minutes right now, and we're at the bottom of the stairs, but we've still got a good 5, maybe 10 minutes left. Yeah, it's been 25 minutes right now, and I'll be on the next train. So 25 to 30 minutes is pretty much right. Not quite 20 minutes. We didn't quite make that 20 minute cut off, but I feel vindicated right now. All right, guys, it is 9:21. I think with that's going to be my last ride of the night, at least ride. There's going to be some other things I'm going to do, though. But, oh my word, that whole time, I was just trying to keep my breath. Like, it's so cold. So I don't really feel like I got the real night experience on Fury because I was just going trying to breathe with each passing moment because, I mean, it was legit difficult to breathe. The girl right next to me, she didn't speak English, and she had never ridden this ride before. And she went like, and I asked her if she liked it, if it was good or bad at the end. And so I said, good or bad? She said, good. But she screamed the entire time like a banshee. I just can't imagine, because I don't know how you can scream when you're having that gust of freezing cold air coming right at you. It was a great end to the night tonight. That being said, though, I am on the lookout for a snack and for some sort of additional merch locations where I can see what else they may have, and we can talk about it a little bit. Man, this place is turning into a ghost town. Look at Ricochet. I could get on that in about 1 minute. That's crazy. Luckily, it's not one of my favorite rides, so I'm not really wanting to get on it. Oh, actually, right here. This could be good. I could just get a pretzel right here. That's perfect. We can do some window shopping. Candy shop. They have all this up at the front too, though. Then there's also like a sports shop here. Again, I'm pretty sure most of this stuff is sold up at the front too. Okay, so I think I know the one merch location that I need to look into, and it's the camp store right up here. Man, that pretzel was so salty. It burnt my lips. I asked him, I told him I wanted it salty, so he did what I told him to do. The wind has died down, so it's actually a lot nicer now than it was earlier in the day. But I still don't want to ride any more rides. It feels fine to walk around, but then to get that wind on you, it's way too much. You gotta do the lookout tower. We've got some time. We've got about 35 minutes right now. Now, another piece, $69 for Gold Pass here at Carowinds. If you live near to Carowinds, for $69, that's really good. Gold Pass for Kings Island or for Cedar Point is $99. And you do have some top quality rides here. It's easier to see everything here. That's probably why the price is a little bit less. But it's a good place to be able to come. Still a concert going on tonight. It is really a cool atmosphere coming here now. I wish it would have been a nicer day all day, because then, like, there would just be more people here to enjoy this. I do have one more thing that I have to do tonight, and it is get a good view of the entire park at night.
nighttime while it's all lit up. And that's gonna happen right up there. All right, time to get over to the lookout tower. We're gonna go get on there while the rest of everybody else vamooses off of it. They literally closed right as I walked into the line. I don't know, but it might be kind of hard actually to see out.
Into the public in March 31st, 1973.
I was hoping the lights would turn on.
Cost of $70 million.
I walked in and they closed right behind me. And I'm back after the sky ride to listen to one more song. I don't even know that on camera that you can actually tell how fast they're going. Do people have their cell phones out? Is that what that was? I mean, that to me would scare the crap out of me. I'm not taking my cell phone out. No, thank you, sir. There's no way I'm keeping a hold of that thing. If you have not pressed that subscribe button yet, please press that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. We have had a great night. Let's go! That part, that move right there. Oh, you can't really see it if I zoom out. It's that you're going up and you're sideways the whole time. And then you go back down again. And that has to be the most tremendous transition on a ride that I have ever experienced. Well, we rode 17 attractions tonight. We got to listen to the band 3 different times. I mean, really 2 different times that they were playing. And then we got to do all the different themed lands, see all of those, 2 different restaurants, a couple different bars. I would say that's a great night, and I'm very glad that we were able to do all that.